checking back in with Tyler Ryan this morning at Riverbanks Zoo to see who he's hanging out with now. Tyler?
Are actually lemurs as well, but they're a different kind. Still with Sarah Floyd here, one of the mammal keepers. And these guys are a different kind of lemur.
They are. They're ringtail lemurs. So they also come from Madagascar, just like the red ruffs. But they actually come from a different area, and they are a little bit different in the way they live and the way they interact socially. They live in larger groups than the red ruffs do, and they also tend to spend a good amount of time on the ground as well as in the trees, which is unlike the red ruffs. And they're also different in the way they have their young. The red ruffs will actually have 2 to 6 young at the same time, and they'll actually leave them in a nest and then come back and forth to care for them. These guys are actually pretty amazing because when they have their young, the young are strong enough to hold on right from the beginning. So they'll hold on to the mother's belly and then move onto their back when they're strong enough. So they actually are along for the ride right from the beginning.
That's awesome. Look at these little guys. How many do you have here at the Riverbanks Zoo?
We have 3 ringtail lemurs, and they're actually a family troop, just like you would see in the wild. So this one right here is Maud. Her sister is Maddie, that's coming up to us right now, and this is her son Pikea that's with us up front.
And did she have Pikea here?
She did. Pikea was born about 7 years ago here. Typically they have twins. Every now and then, though, it'll be a single birth, and he was an only child. So he's a very, very special little lemur for us.
And I know John wanted to make sure. I almost want to pet him. I shouldn't pet him. I know. But you guys do such an awesome job, all the mammal keepers. You're here 7 days a week. Not you personally, perhaps, but 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Christmas, holidays. Look at that little guy right there.
They're so cute.
Sit upright and spread their arms out and get some nice sun to warm themselves up when it's a little cool.
But yeah, you guys are here, all the time taking care of these animals. A whole hard work. Although this part is probably pretty fun.
It's pretty fun. There's definitely it's a dirty job sometimes, but it's also very rewarding. So
here he comes.
We're here on all sorts of odd hours and holidays, but we actually wouldn't want to do anything else.
Tyler, is their fur colored a certain way? I know some animals have like defense mechanisms the way that their fur is. Is there any significance to their coat and their tail?
Is there any significance, Janet Parker's curious, to their coating and their coloring versus the other lemurs? Is this more of a defense mechanism?
Some of it may be for displays between different males. Sometimes if they're competing for a female, what they'll actually do, or competing for territory, is they'll do what we call stink fighting. They have scent glands on their forearms, and they'll actually rub them on their tails to put a lot of smell on it, and then they'll wave their tails at each other. So the brighter the tail, the more impressive the display. They're also very important for keeping track of the other members of the group. If you're walking along in very heavy brush, you're not going to be able to see the lemur, but you might see this really bright tail that's moving around, above the brush. So it's very important. It's kind of like a flag to let them know where the rest of the members of their troop are.
His tongue hanging out, is that just him, or is that some sort of way they collect information?
That's just specific to this one individual. she just likes her tongue hanging out.
Oh, I love it.
He likes to taste. Our camera guy almost went in the water.
Tyler,
please hold.
Please
awesome.
hold. We're holding.
Awesome.
I just love that information.
Out here sometimes.
Wow. That's why we decided to sit down here on Lemur Island.
Be careful, Jared.
This has been one. Hey, you know what? In fact, in case you're wondering where Lemur Island is in the zoo, Jared, just shoot that way. This is right next to the main entrance, by the way. So you come in.
Oh, okay. So right on the left.
It's right here. You can check these guys out here on Lemur Island, and it's right here. These little guys. This is awesome. Thank you so much for the day and sharing these animals with us and all this.
Very glad you could come.
This is awesome. Guys, don't forget, Zoofari is Friday night. You can log on to riverbanks.org, and we'll also put links for you at midlandsconnect.com. And we're going to put all the videos up from today as well. This has been, we saw lemurs, 2 kinds of lemurs, and tamarins and bears, and what an awesome day. And we almost saw Jared, our photographer, go in the water.
Yes. I love it. Another great day at the zoo.
It would have been a splashing finish had that happened.
Yes, that's true.
That would have been a YouTube sensation, I'm telling you.
Yes, it would have.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hang out with lemurs a little more, and y'all have fun in the studio.
Bring one back. Can you bring one back?
Bring one back. All right, I'll pack one up on a jacket.
Thanks.
Maybe nobody will notice.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Little tail sticking out of his jacket.
Yeah.